Hi, my name is Torben, and I'm going to teach you how to make a very, very special Danish Christmas dessert called Risalamande. And even though it sounds French, it is very Danish. It's actually invented here in Denmark. And the short story behind it is that in the start of the 19th century, porridge as a general dish was regarded as poor man's food. So when you should do something special for your friends, you didn't serve porridge. At Christmas, still you needed porridge, but you made it from rice. Rice was expensive, difficult to get a hold of, and rice porridge with cinnamon was regarded as one of the top dishes for Christmas. But compared to what rich people had for their Christmas dinner, rice porridge was still regarded in the start of the century as poor man's food. So to kind of improve on that, the Copenhagen Hotel d'Angleterre decided to kind of improve on this rice porridge by putting almonds and whipped cream in it. And the combination of rice porridge, whipped cream and almonds, called Risalamande, is now the most traditional Danish dessert for Christmas Eve dinner. And I'm going to teach you how to do a genuine, I would call it at least my version of a genuine Risalamande here in my kitchen. It's a cold dish, so you have to prepare the day before you start. And the preparation is that you're going to cook the rice porridge, or the rice pudding, as someone call it. I believe they call it rice pudding in England. But rice porridge made out of rice, these round rice, as you see here. If you cannot get hold of these, you can use risotto rice, the Italian risotto rice. They kind of cook the same way as these rice. You need 1 liter of full-fat milk and around 2 deciliters of water. And I'm taking you through the process of just cooking the rice, and then afterwards, when the porridge has cooled down, I'm going to show you how to prepare the rest of the ingredients. So follow me here. Okay, first you put your pot on the stove here and turn it on. And you put your water, this 2.5 deciliter of water in, and make it boil. Okay, now the water is boiling now, and I'm putting in the rice, the porridge rice. And the trick here is put them in boiling water to prevent them from sticking to the bottom of the pot, and keep them cooking in the water for like 2-3 minutes until they have kind of sucked up some of the water. Not all the water, but just until the rice grains themselves are getting greasy and not sticky. And then you can add the milk afterwards. But having them boiling here is fine. You have to stir while they're boiling, otherwise they will of course stick to the bottom. But take a look here, see how they are actually boiling. That is very good. It is the way it should look. One thing to note here is that in contrast to when you cook ordinary porridge, you would usually put some salt in it. But for this dessert, you should not add salt. The almonds is going to prepare it in this way. You have the almonds here, you have to take the skin off the almonds. And I have my own method of doing that. And I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. The first thing you need is a bottle and a lot of hot water. The water goes in here, like that, and then you add the almonds. What you need to do now is to have the almonds in the boiling water or in the hot water here for like 10 minutes. 10-15 minutes depending on how many almonds you have and how hot the water is. And then you can start the process of removing the skin. Okay, now the almonds have had this 10-15 minutes in the boiling water. And now my secret, well, it's not that secret because I have seen the trick before, but the secret trick here is take a kitchen towel, not one of your brand new ones, because the brown color of the almonds may stick to the towel. So take an old one, put some almonds, you can put more than I'm putting on here, and then do this. And what you have here is actually all the almond, almost all of them, without their skin. And then you pick them up. It's very easy because they light up. They're white color. And put them aside. And do this for the rest of the almonds. The next step of the process is to chop all of the almonds into small pieces. I'll show you how small they need to be. But before you do that, take aside like 2, 3 or 4 whole almonds and don't chop these. There's a secret behind that, and you will see later in this video what the secret is. The rice porridge. I have spent the night in our conservatory, and even though it sounds a bit odd, it's at this time of year it's the same temperature out there like as in the fridge. So it looks like this now, and you have to stir it a bit round to see if it is correct in consistency and amount, and it looks very good. Okay, now the ingredients that goes into Risalamande is, of course, the porridge, the almonds, sugar, whipped cream, and vanilla. The first thing I'm starting with, you can do this more or less in random order, but I'm usually starting by taking out the seeds from the vanilla. And I have a trick here that I want to show you, maybe you already know it, but it's very easy to mix the vanilla seeds with sugar instead of just putting the vanilla directly into the porridge. So you cut them in half and then take out the seeds here. All the vanilla taste is in the seeds. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a bit of sugar. This is about the amount of sugar. Of course, you can decide by yourself how much sugar. Here is 4.5 tablespoonfuls of sugar. I take some of the sugar, put it in here, and then put the vanilla seeds in there. And then what I'm doing is then just mix the sugar and the vanilla. And if this had been smelling TV, you would now have the experience of a heavy vanilla fragrance. So it smells very good. Okay, you can add the rest of the sugar here. I then put this into the porridge like that and mix those two ingredients together here. And then I take my chopped almonds and add them as well. Like that. To get it, to really call it Risalamande, we need to add whipped cream. And I'm going to whip it now. I take Of course, again, it's up to you, but usually to that amount of porridge, half a liter of whipped cream. Like that. And then I'm going to make some noise here. Like that. Okay. Of course, you could always mix the whipped cream with the porridge in the pot, but I have a larger bowl here, which makes it a bit easier to mix the two. And that is what I'm going to do now. To many Danes, this really is the smell of Christmas. Okay, like that. Just have to use this one just to get in the whipped cream. And then you mix it very gently. Small movements here, not to take out the air of the cream. And then almost the last step is, as any good chef will do, you have to taste it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, now, of course, you're not going to serve the Risalamande in this bowl. So you find a suitable size of bowl for serving. And the trick I mentioned before is that we save these unchopped almonds, and there is a reason for that. The reason is a Danish tradition called the mandelgave, or the Risalamande gift. So the one that gets this almond from his portion will win the gift. And usually, traditionally, the gift will be a marzipan pig, small marzipan pig. But nowadays, anything goes. If you are smaller kids, put in more almonds. But anyway, put the almond in and then fill and stir a bit so you don't know where the almond precisely is. This would be, maybe it's more than 4 people can eat, but that would be a suitable way of serving Risalamande. You serve it. You can serve it with different things. We use this. This is amarena. That is wild cherries from Italy. They are very, very sweet and very tasty, and they are served cold as the rest of the dessert. But in many families, the tradition is to cook a kind of cherry cream, I would say, and put that onto the Risalamande. You can do anything. You can serve fresh fruit or anything, but the tradition is with cherries, either cold or warm. So with those words, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Bye.